They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've got all W's on the ledger. So getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Throwing is Williams. We'll get this into the hands of Adunze. 3rd and 3. To the air, Williams. Will swing this out to Henderson. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Williams. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 33-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These three tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
On first down, it's Genty. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now McCarthy. That is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Here's Williams. Throwing to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now this airmailed to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Bojorquez is on to punt as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. Here's 2nd and 7. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On play action, McCarthy. And down he goes. The second back right around the 41-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's McCarthy. They'll get this out to Genty. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's another Vikings.
Genty. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Williams. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
To number 83. Brings up 3rd down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Williams. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third and 20. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to the reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They'll go play action here with Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Williams. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
42-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 18-yard
To the air with McCarthy. Well, this is caught by Williams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
7-yard gain.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. A run straight ahead with Genty. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
J.J. McCarthy keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Shifts by him and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4.
Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the gun, here's Williams. And pass complete to Moore. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A throw left side taken in by Kinetik. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
6. That's good for a Bears first down.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy goes out left. It's caught by Williams. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jervon Dexter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, Yeah, they ranked dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, it's Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's 4th down. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Dolphins wideout. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Dolphins wind up taking this one by a touchdown. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Packers win it by a touchdown, 24-17 the final. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. And this is Josh Allen. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Bills come away with the victory, this one in front of their home crowd. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think we're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
And the Vikings first down.
A give out of the gun to Genty. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
To the air, Williams. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Bears.
To throw, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Bears first first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kinetik. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Williams going to look to throw again. Looking now, and that's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another.
Again, they'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
And the Bears first down.
Henderson now on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Here's third and 3.
A gain of 9.
Looking to throw. Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Luther Burden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
I know the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their scoreboards are different. Points scored could benefit someone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing is McCarthy. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A run out of the gun with Genty. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Colston Loveland, 35 yards. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chicago offense set to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Open man is Kinetik, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Bears first down.
Straight ahead, Henderson. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Williams operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. Here is third down and 4.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the gun. Williams. And he is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On the give, Genty. They find some open field here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
On the tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. whistle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Pass to the right side. Caught by Burden. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
The Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kinetik. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Peyton Wilson on the coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
That's good.
Henderson running straight ahead. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. Robinson's got it. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Here's Williams. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. Turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again with Genty. And once again, they'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On the give, Genty. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete right side to Kinetik. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Minnesota, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.